Hey now, it's your brother Marcus with another edition of the Elements of Inspiration show. And today we have the author, my friend, my buddy, James D. White Sr.
Sir.
He's with us today, and y'all know this man doesn't really need a long introduction because I give you the best interviews on this side of the globe, whether we're dealing with celebrities. The Elements of Inspiration, quicker picker-uppers are up close and personals and all that good stuff. He's here with us today, and two fresh new books that have just hit the market. One of them is called
More Than Your Past.
And this is actually a part two and or a spinoff from
Splinters from the Pew.
Splinters from the Pew. Now, Splinters from the Pew, we're going to talk about a couple of books right now because you have about
6 out and 3 more coming.
3 more coming. Last time he had like 4 out and 2 more coming. Now we got the 2 more that have come, and now he's got. I can't mess with this guy. So listen, man. I know that you've been writing for a very long time.
Yes.
When did you really start having the passion to write? What was that moment for you like?
When I guess after my bout with colon cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm sorry, with prostate cancer.
Okay.
The second time having cancer, first was colon, then it's prostate.
Oh wow.
And you understand that your life is not, nothing's promised.
Mm-hmm.
So I had all this stuff from journaling and stuff. So now it's time to write something.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden it's just become a habit now. I keep writing and writing and writing.
Yeah, all these books just popping out, man. You just being selfish in the market, taking over, dominating the market with all of these books. You have about 6 books that came out in how many years?
2.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And you got 3 more coming. And
Yes.
that's going to be like 9 books, 10 books in the year. Anyway.
I'm not done yet.
I know, man. I ain't messing with you, man. So More Than Your Past. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Becoming who God says you are. Don't let them put you in a box. Let's talk about that.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean to you when you said don't let people put you in a box?
Because, if we talk about the church hurt, remaining off of that, people learn they put you in a category where, you're this. Since I don't see you past that, this is where you are in my side anyway.
Yeah.
But we can't allow people to put you in a box. Put yourself in a box. Don't even put yourself in a box because God has so much more for you.
Yeah.
He has more than what people see.
Mm-hmm.
And, I had to realize no matter what you think about me, God has so much more for me.
Yeah, that part right there.
Right.
And because God has more for us, other people might have a different mindset or whatever the case is, but you still focus on the end result.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The process of it all. So More Than Your Past. And it's interesting how the church has changed.
Yes.
And we talked about this before. We're going to talk about it again because when you were talking to me before, like how church, the way we do songs and music in church, there was a time when we did hymnals.
Yes.
There was a time that, we had, mass choirs.
Yes.
Then everything changed to ensembles and groups leading the church and single people, and sometimes, people will, as the world is changing, it kind of puts you in a different space. Do you ever feel like, man, I'm losing footing in this thing called churchdom? You know what I mean?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you're brought up a certain way. You're used to the culture of that, what you were brought up in. Then things, as we get older, things change.
Yeah, and that's like the hardest thing.
Yes.
Because I even noticed some of those things,
Right.
As we're moving forward, like, man, it don't feel the same.
Right.
And I don't want to say that we were outdated.
Right.
It's just the world around us is changing. Once upon a time, we were in it to win it and everything was running our way. We're calling the shots, and now it feels like everyone else is calling the shots.
Yes.
And we don't feel comfortable.
Right.
Because
Right.
we're, seasoned in age.
Right.
So, again, your past, and I think that's the title itself speaks volumes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The things that you've gone through, the things that you've struggled through. Now with Church Hurt, that really did it for me. Like every time we do that, when we're having a conversation in front of people, everybody really loves those conversations.
Yes.
And you gave us a part 2. Why this book matters? Why does this particular book matter?
It matters because, once you go through church hurt or whatever you go through, you got to think there's more to life than what you went through. So instead of worry about what happened in your past, that's what it is. Your past.
Yeah.
It's not your future. There's so much more for you But I'm a product of being stuck by past or being stuck where people say I should be. No, that's not. That's what you think of me. I'm sorry you think that way, but guess what? I'm more than what you think.
Yeah.
And people, I try to encourage people, don't let people, because of what you've done.
Yeah.
Your past is not who you are.
Yeah,
it's what you've done.
Yeah, your past is not what your future holds.
That's right.
And that's the thing that I often think about periodically.
Right.
The things that we've done in the past. People say, "I know what you did last summer, and I know who you really are." No, that's there was a Rick James once said, "I don't care who you thought I was."
Right. That's right.
I'm so and so.
Yes.
But and that's the thing. Like we're not who we used to be.
Right.
So we're
Right.
growing. Our past is not what our future holds.
Yes.
And a lot of people, their past weighs on them.
Yes.
It's like a weight.
Yes.
Because some people can't learn to forgive themselves.
Right.
You
Yes.
know? And I know that you've been through some things.
Oh, yes.
We've talked about from church hurt and relationships
Yes.
and being in the ministry. And
Yes.
How, you fell from grace. And
Yes.
even if you fall from grace, who's going to be there to, pick you up
Yes.
and help you get on your feet? And when
Right.
those people, you turn around and they're gone.
Right. Right.
And they leave you.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than church hurt. That's devastation.
Yes.
And it's more devastating because it happened in the house of God.
Yes.
How did you get past things like that?
It took a while. It took a while.
Couple days, couple months.
It's a daily thing.
Oh, okay.
It's daily.
All right, it's daily.
Because your past kind of wants to linger around, and you think about things, but you can't allow yourself to dwell on it.
Yeah.
That's what you did. Okay. Okay. What did you learn from it?
Yeah.
What you did. Okay. You did wrong. Okay. Okay. But you serve a forgiving God, so you work on that. You have your mind set on that. As the Bible says, a man thinketh, so is he. So what's your thoughts? I'm greater than what you say I am.
Yeah.
That's why I look at it this way. That now.
When I look at chapter 5, it says when people will not let you grow.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. When people will not let you grow.
Yes.
Let's get into that. How does that feel when in your personal experience? How did that make you feel?
Well, it kind of makes you, at times you feel hopeless or you get discouraged because people this is where I see you. I don't see you past that. So as far as I'm concerned, that's what you are to me. And you have to keep moving. You can't worry about what people think. That's what I've learned. Don't worry about what people think, because God is greater than what your other person is thinking about you.
But sometimes it's kind of difficult.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because it depends on how we grew up and what we were exposed to, because what people say, it affects us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it takes a lot of time to get past that.
It does.
Dealing with the past. That's why I always I'm sure you can agree. Like, therapy is necessary.
Yes.
Some people.
It is.
I've been in therapy.
Yeah.
Still go periodically, and when and as needed.
Yes.
Because the past sometimes can make you feel some type of way, especially when people got so much to say.
Yes.
They try to break you down to your very last mental compound.
Yes.
And then leave you and not want to help you.
Right.
The chapter 6 says, the courtroom of your mind. Tell me about that. What does that mean?
The courtroom of your mind is where all the judgment lies from your past and what people say and what you think. You have the prosecutor, which was the devil.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
He's a prosecutor, and he looks at what you did in your case and says, well, you're guilty. Okay. Then it comes your defense attorney, which is Jesus. So he says, well, okay, I plead him not guilty. Because greater is he that's in me than he's in the world.
Yeah.
So I look at it, so God is in me. So my past is what it is. It's past behind me.
Yeah.
I'm pressing towards the mark
of the high call.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I have to look. I press towards that. I can't keep looking. I can't drive looking backwards.
Exactly.
I can't. Or I want to crash. I want to do
That
something.
you backing up.
Yeah, yeah.
So, when we talk about, your more than your past,
Yes.
I believe this is a powerful, prolific book. This is book number 5 or 6.
6.
And people can get this book where? Anywhere and everywhere.
Amazon, yeah. It's available everywhere.
Listen, y'all. You hear that hardcover? You ain't playing. I know these books is expensive. You coming out as a gate. You have another book that's out too, because we might as well do the, a double header right here, as we talk about the, another installment or a fresh new installment of the Player's Handbook.
Yes.
Man, players. Only thing when I hear players, I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't want to be a player no more.
Right. Right.
So when we think about the Player's Handbook, the Player's Club, the Player's Everything, cards and all this kind of stuff, it's a game.
Yes.
Tell me about the game that you used to play. Who are you, James?
I'm reformed. I'm born again. That's
There
what
you go. Love it.
What I used to be a womanizer.
Okay.
I used to be a player. I'd hunt out people that are vulnerable, so I can I can manipulate.
Yeah.
And that's what I used to do. Because my life was so sad inside.
Yeah.
I had to try to boost myself to be something I was not.
Right.
Because I was taught better than that growing up. But yet I wanted to be, I wanted that attention. Well, okay, he's a, he got all these women, all this sort of that. And it doesn't really, if you think about it, what does it really mean?
Yeah, what does it all mean?
You only could do so much for so long. Then you get tired. This is where I got to the point where I got tired.
You got sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, and I met the right person.
It took a minute, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because when we're younger, we make choices and decisions, based on feelings.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Based on emotion.
Yes.
But as we get older, we make decisions on logic and spirituality and spiritual stability.
Yes.
And so, that's where you are today.
Yes.
Do you have? Yeah. I mean, I know this. I'm just asking for the sake of the listeners. You have daughters?
Yes, I have 4 daughters.
4 daughters.
5 boys and 4 girls.
Wow. So that's like 9.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So what do you talk to your daughters about players?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does that conversation go over with them?
Because lately I've seen the hurt that they've been going through with messing around with these no good jokers.
Yeah.
And you give them advice, but yet they're grown.
Yeah, they got it.
They're going to figure it out on their own. But still, it's a hurtful thing to see when you see that your daughter's been played.
Yeah.
Even my sons, because it doesn't just mean men playing women. Women play men too.
Yeah. And so this book is really for everybody, not
Everybody.
just girls or
Everybody.
guys or whatever. So it's for everybody.
Yes.
So when it comes to being a father of many,
Yes.
what's some of the good advice that you would like them to hold on to when it comes to players and being played?
Yes. Always look at the actions, not the words.
Okay, so the actions must line up.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because anybody will promise you anything, but what do they produce? And there are some people who may produce just for a little bit until they get what they want.
Okay.
Yeah. And then once they get what they want, then you see the real person. So you don't look at the representative. You look at what the product is.
Yeah.
What they're producing to you, not what because I used to use the line. Okay, tell them what you're looking for. Then you become what they're looking for to get what you want.
Yeah.
And once you get it,
then that's it. And I think we have to have a lot of real conversations with, and I say with grown men, who are saying, you know what, I've been there, done that.
Right.
I don't want nobody to play my daughters. I know I did some wrong.
Right.
But I want to fix this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because as we get older, we want to leave a legacy of something positive.
Yes.
Instead of somebody saying, yeah, he was this and he was that.
Right.
But you know what? I grew up.
Right.
I'm trying to make some changes. The prayer.
Right.
Because one of the things that I said, who said, James, who are you?
Yes.
And you said, I'm born again. I'm
born
a
again.
child of God.
Forgiven.
You know what I'm saying? Forgiven.
Yes.
And set free.
Yes.
And so, when people see this book, the Player's Handbook, they might assume,
Right.
I'm going to learn how to be a better player. No. It's how to spot the player.
Yes.
How to, break them down.
Yes.
And how to say, I'm not taking shots at y'all, and I'm not
Right.
trying to mess up your game.
Right.
I'm just trying to say that there's a better way of living.
Yes.
And I've been there.
Right.
I used to be a young bull.
Yeah.
But now I'm an OG.
Yes.
Trying to tell you about the big G.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And so that we can really, get our lives together.
Yes.
So who are some of those people in your life coming up that helped you to make the wise decisions that you've made today? Was there any figures or anybody that inspired you, or was it just something like like a self situation between you and God, like that Damascus Road journey where, God just showed up and said, James?
I think it was Damascus Road. Yes. Because I've had a lot of people in my life that, taught some positive, but a lot of things were happening was hurtful.
Yeah.
Because, they put you in a certain place and that's it. Mm-hmm. But I had to realize the grace of God's forgiveness.
Yeah.
And experience his forgiveness.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, people sometimes they won't forgive you.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
They won't.
Because of a bad relationship or a situationship, and you don't just allow yourself to stay in the yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of move on with your life. And
Yes.
some people are still stuck in those memories and those feelings and
Yes.
those hurt. And so you have to leave them there because
Yes.
there's nothing that you can do.
No.
You got to leave them right where they are.
Right.
So I get it.
Right.
I totally,
Right.
I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, with this book, there's a lot of fresh, powerful chapters. We were talking about this on the radio.
Right.
And so I want to kind of go through some other chapters,
Okay.
if you don't mind. Can we do it, man?
Yeah.
Come on, James.
Come on now.
We're going to go. Listen, y'all. So part 1, he says the player mindset.
Yes.
All right. So what is the player mindset? You know what I mean?
Right.
To you.
To me, the player's mindset is, okay, I see this victim.
Mm-hmm.
So there's certain things I want. So I want to see where their mind is at.
Mm-hmm.
If they're vulnerable, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will conform to what you want and what you need at the time. My mindset is, okay, my goal is A, B, or C.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to obtain from you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want love.
Yeah.
I just want, what I want.
Well, yeah. And that could be a bunch of things.
Yes.
It could be money.
Yes.
It could be driving your car.
Yes.
It could be some other things.
And I've done it all. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. So your mindset is that, okay, this is what I want to do. You are my victim. I'm going to concentrate on you. So what I would do is I'll give you a little bit, everything you want, until I get you. Then I'll hook you like a fish.
There you go.
Then I got you.
Yeah. And when we were younger, that was kind of like, notching your belt, so to
Yes,
speak.
yes.
But as you, like you said, you're a man of a certain age.
Yes.
And now you're different.
Yes.
You're not that person that you used to
No.
be. You've matured.
Mm-hmm.
You let God handle and help you.
Yes.
And even through the transitional periods of, the church hurt.
Yes.
Sometimes that church hurt set you back to
Yes.
even being more than what you were before.
Yes.
If you were a little player, now you was big time
Yes.
player. Because the place that you felt was safe
Yes.
is no longer safe.
Right.
Because when you were hurt,
Right.
who was there to was
Yes.
there to help you, to help
Right.
you heal, wipe your tears.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the difficult part right there.
Right.
That's the most difficult part. Because I've been there.
Right.
I think we might have shared that before.
Yes.
And where you feel alone, and nobody wants to
Yes.
be alone.
No.
Nobody
No.
wants to be
that,
alone.
That was my greatest fear,
Yeah.
being alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do things so I'm not alone.
Yeah.
I would be in relationships. Okay.
Just
Just be in relationships and not really fully invested.
right.
But once something breaks up, okay, well, I need somebody real quick. Okay, I need my insurance policy. What's this?
yeah.
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 And the reason why I concentrated on that was something my father told me. He said, whatever you do, be the best at what you do.
Yeah.
And that was my goal, to be the best player I could be. Be the best whatever I can be.
And I think, and it's true, no matter what we do, we need to do to be the best at
Yes.
it. Mainly it's the good things,
Yes.
but sometimes, if you're going to steal,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? When you get caught.
Yeah.
Deal with the consequences.
That's right.
And you've dealt with a lot of
Yes.
consequences in relationships.
Oh, yes.
We both have,
Yes.
and we try to ask God to help, lead
Right.
and guide, because there's a younger generation coming up behind
Yes.
us. And it's not about, popularity or fame or
Right.
how many women you can have. And
Right.
all of those things. It's about, maturing and growing in
Yes.
our experiences and
Yes.
going back and saying, hey, man, this is how you do things.
Right. Right.
If you want to be successful, you have to die to certain things.
Yes.
You have to let go of certain
have to.
things,
Yes.
certain people, certain habits.
Yes.
And sometimes that's hard, because some people, all they'll do is they'll look at you and say, well, you did this.
Yes.
You did that. And we're like trying to tell you, hey, we've been there,
Yes.
done that. We got the book bag, the
That's right.
boots and everything to
That's
match.
right.
You don't got to go through that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But this generation, they want to. No matter what you tell them, they're gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah,
So-
that's
and it's the hurt thing.
Yeah.
And the thing that as we were talking before, my sons would come to me and say, Dad, I would be like just like you. No, you do not.
yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
do not.
Yeah.
I used to, every time we would get together, they would see me with a different woman.
Mm-hmm.
Dad never with this dang woman. Who we gonna bring this time? Who just?
Yeah.
It starts working on your mind. Well, I got to do better than this, because I don't want my kids like this.
Yeah.
It's not. It looks nice,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not.
But it ain't nice.
It's not.
And I think that's the key, man, is, we our kids, in order for them to be like us, they got to do what we had to do to get to what
Yes.
we got.
Mhm.
And sometimes, our kids, they see us
Right.
now,
Right.
and they want to be like us.
Right.
To be this person, you got to do all of this, and
Right.
we don't want them to do all
No.
of that, because sometimes on that road of trying to duplicate
Right.
who we are,
Right.
you probably couldn't handle.
No.
The stuff, the
Right.
problems, the issues,
Yes.
and so, we pray for them.
Right.
Pray for all of our children,
Yes.
because I have two sons myself,
Mhm.
and I want them to do, better and,
Right.
and do better than I am and be better than me.
Yes.
Don't try to achieve my goals,
Mm-mm.
because sometimes the bar might be too high.
Right.
And I don't want any of my kids to be, feeling like they can't meet the mark.
Right.
I want
Right.
them to, be high achievers,
Right.
just like you.
Yes.
So future faking.
Mm-hmm.
The promise is the product. Chapter 7.
Mm-hmm.
What's that about? Future faking. The promise is the product. What? Let's get into it.
Okay, we're together. So this is my promise. I promise we're gonna get together. We're gonna get married. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna build a life together.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
That wasn't my mindset back then. It was just
Mm-hmm.
what you needed to hear,
Wow.
because you had to build
Mm-hmm.
your strategy, and people fall for it. But it's just that part is just what the goal of the player was.
Right.
You just can't come with a little game, but you got to keep climbing.
You gotta play the game.
Play the game.
And so, and I think we've all been there,
Yes.
or somebody played us.
Yes.
Telling us, you're the
yes.
best thing since sliced bread.
Yes. Mhm.
Pumping your head up, and you're
Right.
out there feeling good, so you're spending money
Right.
you don't got. And,
Yes.
I've been
Oh.
there. You've been there too.
Man,
Listen.
I used to be I think I had good jobs, but still, you buy people. You're basically buying them.
Yeah.
I remember this one situation. I bought person cars and something like that. I went,
What?
yeah,
Man.
just to do be the player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take them this to do that. It's just after a while, if you look back, you're like, what? I do all the man. I could have been a millionaire by now.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously,
Right.
if you think about
Right.
it, the Bible says, "A fool and his money will
soon part."
Yeah, soon part. And I'm not trying to part with none of my stuff. You know what I mean? So, again, it's all a maturation process. It's
Right.
a growing process
Yes.
for a lot of people.
Right.
And so the player will get played eventually.
Yeah.
The player will
Yes.
eventually get played out.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, you're in the game, you got to get out.
Right.
Now, what about the push-pull, the art of manufactured tension? Chapter 8 in your book, Push-Pull and the art of manufactured tension. Where did that come from?
That came. I'm trying to think where that came from. I believe that came from push pull. It's the fact that I would push far as what I wanted,
Yeah.
and I would get some friction,
Okay.
pull back, Then so what you do is, okay, you try to what's the word? You try to compromise.
Okay.
So as you do, you pulling, pushing, and pulling. So what you do is, okay, I'll do this, but I expect to get this back. So I'm doing this just to gain a little bit, but I'm still not. You're still not going to get me. But I'm just satisfying what you want for now.
That thing right there.
Yeah.
So you know what? It's funny with like the compromise piece.
Right.
We find ourselves compromising, or used to find ourselves compromising or settling.
Yes.
Like you said, you sell a bill of goods or something.
Yes.
And you're buying time.
Right.
And you really don't want to be with this individual, but you don't want to be alone.
Right. Right.
But at what point did you? We all have to grow up.
Right.
What point did you say, man? Let me ask you: did everything change for you when you were like 25?
No.
How about 35?
No.
How about 40?
No.
50?
No.
55?
58.
58.
Yes.
So that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time.
Yes.
If you don't mind, how old are you today?
65.
You don't even look 65.
Thank you, sir.
Big and walking around looking like Hercules and stuff. That's why I be nervous when we be talking, man. You be like, Brother Mark, I'm like, yeah, what you want? Nah, I'm just kidding. But the thing is we all learn at some point. But
Yes.
the key is that you've learned
yes.
at some point.
Yes.
That you could have been still in these streets.
Yes.
One conversation that we have, I'm not sure if it was, I think it was on the radio or maybe early in this conversation, because we always talk.
Yes.
And you were talking about being in the club.
Yes.
At
58.
At 58 in the club.
Yes. Hanging out, trying to see if I
what's
still got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you still have it at the time?
Still had it, but it got tiresome.
Yeah, it was kind of like, man, this is
not where I belong.
This is not where I belong.
No.
You know what I mean?
I was raised better than this.
Yeah.
And it's just, what am I doing?
But the truth of the matter is we want to go where everybody knows our name.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You always want to be appreciated and not tolerated.
Yes.
So it's kind of like being tolerated, being at that place to a degree.
Yes.
And hanging out in places and stuff like that. So what happened to you that made you say, man, I'm putting this player game, manipulative, gentle persuasion stuff to the side?
Right.
What was that thing that moment in your life that really made you say, I'm done?
Right. When I had the first battle with cancer, that makes you think.
Yeah.
You're not as vulnerable as you think. You are. Your time is not always, promised. How much longer are you going to be here? Is this the way you want to go out?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the colon cancer. Then when I got the prostate cancer, that was like, ugh.
Wow.
So it's like, okay, I gotta change this. I really do. Wow. So I asked God. I said, look, God, send me who you have for me. Mm-hmm. Because evidently I'm not doing this the right way. I'm not doing this thing the right way.
Yeah, yeah.
And I met my wife. And she didn't play.
Wow. Now, like I said, I've met her on several kids. The first time I met her, I was like, man, she fine. We cool. So, I can say that. Because we throw compliments at each other's wives and stuff. And, but no disrespect.
Right.
But I was like, man, but then she's very Philly.
Yes.
Very
yes, she is.
Philly.
Yes,
we were laughing and joking, but then she switched in a minute. Like, the business don't seem right. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Like, yo, bro, you got,
Right.
And that's one thing I like about her is, she's wise.
Yes.
She balances you out.
Yes.
But she's there for you. She's
present.
present.
Oh, yeah.
She's present.
Yeah. She don't play about me.
Yeah.
She don't play.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, oh, man. And, but, because, we're not going to discuss certain things because certain things is your personal life, and we talked personal life before. But when it comes to you and your family, she makes it very clear.
Yes.
The respect must always be for James.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yes.
And she's going to protect you.
Yes.
And cover you because you have a good heart.
Yes.
You're always doing and willing
trying,
to give.
yes.
Well, we all try.
Right.
But she's like, anybody taking advantage?
No.
Anybody being disrespectful?
No.
He's no longer the player.
No.
So ladies, back up.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Not open. Sorry.
Yeah. and that's cool because you can really maneuver in life the way you want to as you have put the player cards down.
Yes.
You put the pimp hat.
Chew them up. Yep. Chew them up. Burn them. Did everything else.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
And so the player's handbook, it is out everywhere.
Yes.
Where can people get this exclusively?
Amazon.
Yep. And so you have. Let's see if we can name all of the books you have. You have the Player's Handbook that's out, that just came out.
Yes.
More Than Your Past, that's out.
Yes.
And let's name the other 4 if you can, because I know you got so many books in your head.
The first one was If You Can Make It Through the Storm. The second one, If You Did It, Own It. The third one was Love After the Storm. The fourth one was Splendors from the Pew.
Yeah.
This one?
I think we got them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and then you have some future books. I don't know if we want to name them, but
I name it.
okay. All right. So the future books.
My next book coming out should be What's Going On Behind the Mask.
What's Going On Behind the Mask.
Yes.
And we're going to come in here and have another interview.
Yes.
All your books, man. We had to do this because you brought both books at the same time. So we was like, we're going to interview on both books. More Than Your Past is out right now, and the Player's Handbook is out right now. And for bookings, if people want to have you come and speak at men's conferences or book signings or up close and personals, how can they reach out to you?
You can reach me at 856-357-6137, or you can email me at jamesd1231@yahoo.com, or you can reach me on my business website is highlyfavoredenterprisesllc.com.
Okay, there you go, everybody. Let me get that number one more time.
856-357-6137.
All right, my man, Mr. James D. White, Sr., author extraordinaire. Books are out and readily available on Amazon, exclusively on Amazon. He is a #1. Amazon bestseller. Get that book, everybody. It's your brother talking, and we'll be right back with more of the Elements of Inspiration show.